What do you think that's about, Marge?
I bet they're looking into that nursing home up the hill. Mismanagement or some such.
My money's on those Koskela brothers with all their shady businesses. Tax evasion, maybe.
I'll have to check both of those later.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
You never used to. She's still suffering from the effects of being...
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir. Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
Oh.
They locked up an innocent man.
Yeah. Frank?
I swear I didn't do anything.
Oh no.
Lying bunch of bastards. You believe me, right?
Well, the door. This place is a lot bigger. Guys getting cases daily?
It doesn't budge.
What the? I know one of you is stealing the toilet paper. I've been counting them, and there's an entire roll missing every day from stock. Theft is taken seriously around here. It's a sheriff's station, for Pete's sake. One of these days, I'm going to catch you red-handed, and you better believe you're getting thrown out. What a disgrace you are. What kind of nut counts toilet papers? Sounds like you got too much time on your hands. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of do.
No speeding happening here, I see.
Sir,
See you
some
around.
patience, please.
There's always coffee. I've noticed the pattern that there's coffee cups everywhere.
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide also. It's bear season.
What is this?
A bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government.
Oh,
We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything.
what the?
We'll take you anywhere.
You can do your death.
Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
the sad part is the reason they sealed it up isn't because of government secrets or anything. They just sealed it up because they knew what was going on down there at Cauldron Lake.
It's not what I signed up for.
This line of work is not for the faint of heart.
Faint of... Oh.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates...
This used to be the sheriff's office. What the...
Right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Are you sure? Oh, I do not like it. No. Alright, get the light out.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
Casey,
Can't say I feel the same.
Casey, you gotta stop, man.
I need something to cut this.
Alright. That as well. Why is the music changing? What did you guys do? Still in. Are those painkillers? Painkillers. Ah.
I can't get through this.
So the morgue and the funeral home
Okay.
are in the same place.
Let's take a look at our
Yeah.
patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Well, let's look at the heart.
There's writing on here. Can't
What?
make it out.
Writing. How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
It's
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
like I'm reaching kind of like, even I'm surprised how weird this is getting. Like text on a heart.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
First thing I want is the heart. Did the killers write this on the heart? How? I can't make out what it says.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal.
Invisible.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Cause of bloating unknown. Strange tattoos on skin and heart. Something was inserted into the chest cavity. As I suspected, it looks like something was put in. Time to open it. I can see why the censor nudity needs to be a thing, but it's an autopsy. So. I knew it. It's a page.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Don't.
No, wait.
What the?
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Is that? This is changing everything. Remember, they hate the light.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Try to stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies. Hemingway bought you here, a witch.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from the safe haven while coming.
Gotta move. Now.
Which way? I see you're still mispronouncing his name.
He knocked my gun out of the room. I need to find it.
Okay. Yup. Okay. That's how we're playing this, huh? Not how the story goes. So, we already know this.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Don't get it. Why is he looking for the clicker?
Go.
Are you joking? Oh. Oh boy. Welcome to hard mode, I think. We're kidding.
He can't see me in the light.
Hold on.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Wait for him to go into the...
Go. It's not opening.
Maybe just point blank in the head. Because he's not a Taken. He's something else entirely. Like... And like...
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
He knows.
Go. Vanished.
Okay. End of chapter? Wow. Let's go. Somebody's
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're going to do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Good luck.
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
Yeah.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward.
What's this? The
victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
There's one of the pages on the floor.
Well, let's... First of all, no. Stay in the light. Because we already have 1 minute.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light.
Watching
Brushed
as my
past her.
network pulls apart
The
again.
Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror. Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
So is that what we're doing? Saga pursues.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightingale was, but wasn't a Taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job, he'd be inside, waiting for her.
Oh, casebook.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future? There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Attacked us. A corpse attacked us. I used his sensitivity to light to fight him off, but he got away. I need to hunt him down and figure out what's... New radio? Oh, that's the song I got pretty much for completing the chapter, I think.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Remember, we're dealing with a supernatural entity now, not just your...
Can't be opened on this side.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay? Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Well, yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real. Magic's not real.
monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real. Knew that.
They're a fine pair.
Don't remind me.
Good day.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you.
I want out! Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
He actually looks like Frank Breaker. So what in the world is going on?
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, KC?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Where are we going?
Merced won't roll over on the issues.
What issues? The supernatural ones that's been happening?
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
Am I driving? Guess so.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up.
What?
It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
See. The Heart. Chapter 2.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
BC station. They are here. I was hoping they wouldn't write them out. I was like, one of the things I was hoping is they would just, they wouldn't ignore it. That the fact that the FBC is here. They are here. Why would they? It looks like they set up.
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree.
What's going on?
Cult refers to themselves as a cult.
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
That's what it is. That's the station.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
Hello, Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's not what it does at all.
Gorgeous weather saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
That's not what this machine is. It's supposed to keep an eye on if a AWE event happens. They know that the moment has come.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Ulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by.
Federal Bureau.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't know right through a garbage can.
That's all for now.
Yeah. The event is so powerful that it's frying their circuits.
What'd you find there, Stephen?
Nothing. Just something that shouldn't be here. Raccoons my ass.
What else would you say? I'm wondering if that's what, if he's undercover. On maintenance notes, clear signs of tampering. Signal was rerouted into a transmitter that is not one of our ours. And into a transmitter that was not one of our own. I fixed it so any alerts will come our way, but it's definitely concerning. I'll make a report to the investigations department. Leaving this here in case I'm not the next person to fix this thing. If you're reading this, check for tampering. We may want to put more secure metal casing around the whole thing so that the raccoons can't get to it. That's what this is. That's what this is. It's like I said, the FBC is monitoring
Let's get to the murder
this
side,
place.
Casey.
They're about to
of
get a
things about
massive
this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve.
Like he was written out of the story suddenly.
Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
After we find Nightingale, what then?
Yeah.
I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around.
Yeah.
Learn what this ritual is.
Because you can't deny the fact that a dead body just managed to get up and try to kill you and then vanish. You really can't, especially with the fact that his heart was sitting like 2 inches from him. So, like, if you're thinking anything else, it's like, please don't. There's 2 points of interest here. Wait. Isn't there a door here? Where's the other side? What was the cards? Monday, September 3rd. Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. Nothing to report. Some animals rare. Hunters out after dark. Poachers. Heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Gotta keep an eye on these people. They could get more. They could get more than they bargained for out here. This must
Maybe
be
I
the...
should call David. See how Logan's doing.
They're fine, Anderson. What's got you so worried?
I just feel bad being gone so long. I've never taken a case this far from them.
They can manage without you for a few days.
I hope. Like, television. Mainly images, wait, I'm on the right train. Signature, did they intend for this body to be discovered? Or even? I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Need to dig into this more. There must be an explanation.
Nah. No.
There we go. Thank you, only victim to become a monster by. Good question. Why didn't the other? Or did they after? The thing is, though, this place seems to be belongs, like, they were using this. I think the FBC members that were supposed to be keeping an eye on this place became the cult. Makes it even scarier. Did I get everything? Yeah, no. I think it might be time. The only thing I think of is going here. I have a feeling we're going to be opening the map a lot.
This is a good case so far, don't you think?
Cases aren't good or bad, Anderson. They're just cases.
Okay, sure. But you have to admit, this one is particularly interesting.
Why did the music change suddenly? There. It's raining.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd you go from here?
Oh, jeez. That's not funny. What the? I did not expect that all of a sudden. It's been good so far. The upload's still being a mess, though. Jeez. It's gonna take your time, right? Okay.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold, like a doorway, leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
Tree. Would that mean witches later? Well, let's say the threshold too. The overlap. That's where I was heading towards. Yeah. It's starting to get.
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light.
Wait, you can talk?
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap. Is Witch's Ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale. That's it. Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well.
The fuse was in place. She found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped inside the witch's hut. Something rushed through her. A presence. Familiar. She couldn't quite place it. Something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light. Saga felt safe, like nothing could hurt her here. There were objects that stood out to Saga as if the light had manifested them, pulled them from the darkness. A shift in reality, heavy with hidden meanings. A coffee thermos, a shoebox, a mop and a bucket, a poster on the wall, and in the cabinet, another manuscript page.
Well, he just... Okay, so... Let's run that page again. What did the a coffee thermos in a shoebox. Alan Wake. Alan apparently was obsessed with collecting coffee thermos, a shoebox, which Thomas Zane had his writing in, a mop in a bucket, the janitor from Control, and a poster on the wall, which also says, as well, is also from Control, because they always talk about a poster on the wall, and removing the poster shows the real world.
I need to find the witch's hut.
As soon as we figure out how to get up there, back up there. You want me to go to the water again? This game is getting way weirder than I thought it would go. Okay, map, please. Please, map. Oh, here we go.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
Side?
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
I mean, I saw something.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights.
Oh, wonderful. That sounds fun. Yeah, I'm starting to not like this now. This is the moment where things are gonna get really, really crazy. I've already had one jump scare, apparently. Like, fuse. Just run back here, right? Or we could run back to the FBC. They might have fun. Yeah, you could have told me where the fuse was at least, Alan. It's boring. Yep. Oh man, that sucks. But if we do this, does that mean... No, it won't let me take it. Okay. Wait, where did they go? Oh. Like, when you're up, when you go backwards, the music stops. But as you go through this, as you go down, the music gets loud. Okay, see? Where are you, man? Except the whole place is filled with those symbols. But they're in different formats, like ways. The problem is if this was set up for the, if this is supposed to be the cultists, then it's something wrong because there's like a radio and lights. They don't use light. Can't use light.